First up, we have TJ. TJ, can you come on camera?
Good morning, Dr. A.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you. Good. Thank you
Good.
so much for everything that you do. And I think that exactly what you taught this morning is going to apply, but I just don't know how to put it specifically on this question. So I'm wondering if you could coach me or guide me through something that has been a lifelong struggle for me.
Sure.
Um, wow, it's going to make me emotional.
No, that's good.
So
That's
I've
good.
been
No, I just want to, and I'm not interrupting you. If I want you to go with it. I just want to say this though. See, if you're getting emotional, now we're starting to get real. We're starting to become aware. We're starting to feel it and you're sensing, and it's bubble up inside. We're not repressing it. So bottom line, just so you know, the old saying is there are no stupid questions, only stupid answers. So just go for it. It doesn't matter, but let's work on it.
I love it. So I've been healthy for 9 years and I have evidence that I am a size small. I mean, I can go to any rack and I can pick a size small, but I still, even when I say that, but I can't go to the juniors and grab a small, or I make these funny little excuses. So I cannot get beyond my body image issues. This is something I've had forever. And my husband's great. He'll take pictures of me because I can see, oh, I am small. He takes different angles and he's always sending them to me to because he knows I have this issue. If I look in the mirror, I don't see myself as small. If I talk to myself in my head, I don't think of myself as small, but I don't know how to apply this. And I've grown so much through the years from everything that you've taught. This is one issue that I just can't believe the truth.
Okay. So great question. By the way, why this is so important, TJ, and what I love about this is we're more similar than difference, and we all have, basically things inside of us that we're ashamed of, right? We're ashamed of it, and it created this indelible impression. And the thing with shame is a very, very interesting phenomena because it's actually a state of um, of not really discussing it. I mean, you'll discuss it with your husband, but inside you have this internal dialogue that's going on, right? And it creates that same repetitive pattern. So when we talk about cognitive emotive loops, is you have this thought, you have a concept. And just for a moment, it was interesting because I'm preparing a talk, and there in one of my first books, I had an artist, a good friend of mine, draw a picture, and it was a picture of a guy in a lake, and he was looking up at his vision, his future, all the things that they wanted in their life, but he's in the lake and he's holding on to this rock, right? And this rock is this concept. This is the
Mhm.
concept, and he's holding on to it, and he's treading water. And his nose is just above the water, but he's using all this energy, right? Because he's trying to, this concept he has basically is the reality that his personal mind has said, this is who you are. And you've used this for your whole life to defend something. We stay with a concept because it serves a purpose for us, right? And whatever that purpose is, basically for you, that purpose is that you still believe that you're unwanted through discussions and that prejudice. Doesn't matter how it got there, but there's this concept about your self-image of yourself and that you're big. And what's happened is your cognitive motive loops and your personal mind have got you so dialed into that you're scared to let go of it because it served you so well in the past. And even though your reality now is that you're now a small person, it's like I remember one of the people that really lost, I think they lost like 300 pounds. They felt like they basically had and I don't mean this in a negative way, but a fat suit on, and they unzipped and walked out, and they're this little person. But they still had this concept that they're big, right? So what's going on there, TJ, is you have mechanisms in this concept that have served you in the past. It could be anything, and it's multiple things. It could be, one of the things, and not to get personal, and this is generic, not about you, but these are just some ideas so that you can understand and apply the things that are you. Is it could have been that we were young, we were sexually molested, right? It could be that we didn't want to go out. We were shy and didn't want to go out. And so we use these mechanisms of not being as physically attractive and fitting into the standard of society of what is pretty, what you see in the models on TV. And we've built this concept to protect us against whatever it is that protects us. And so what's really important for you, and one way, by the way, this, again, and brings up a good point. This is about consciousness, about being more aware of yourself and working on yourself. But, if there's stuff from the past that come up there, there's nothing wrong with getting some help. You can go to a psychiatrist or psychologist and have them work with you, and they're really good at that. This is more about cognitive behavior. This is about us cognitive learning to manage our emotions and stuff. But if there's stuff that's really there and you can't get rid of it, but we know one thing, we know you've grown tremendously. So you're, the old gain in the gap, your gain is tremendous. You've changed. I mean, first of all, and I'm going to tell you this, it won't really help. And your husband can't really help with pictures, but you're beautiful. You're attractive. You're a beautiful woman, and you're basically full of, I can see all this joy. And you've held on to and blamed yourself and used those concepts in the past, and they're no longer serving you. And they're the last part. They're part of your consciousness of becoming really self-aware that when you look, you're like that vase, right? You look in the mirror, you should see a beautiful woman because that's what's there. And basically that concept is so strong. What you need to do is let go of that rock, and you will emerge. And because of all the work you've done, you will just soar into the sky. So to get to that next level, you can go and search for, what is the storage trauma, and start bubbling that up. There are reasons why you hold on to that concept, right? And basically part of it is in the past, you didn't reveal, you concealed. So now by just revealing in front of our audience, of all these people that are on today, bottom line is you're revealing and you're becoming more attuned to that this isn't you, right? This is not you. It's becoming more about what you want to create. And that's the other part. As the creator, you're creating that concept, and that concept is self-limiting to you. And you know that now. It's time to let go, drop the rock, and basically focus on what you want to create. And what you want to create is loving relationships. Obviously, your husband is, being there, being supportive, and your family and all the people around you. So just take those things and then ask yourself, am I making progress? Is this getting better? Am I allowing that stored trauma inside to bubble up? And it's basically, it's going to be painful. It was painful. That's why you stored it. That's why you got it out of the way and created this image of yourself, because it helped protect you, but it's not serving you anymore. And you're aware now. You are conscious. And that's why you're asking these questions. Before, you would have just shamed yourself or blamed yourself, right? Now you want to grow. You're open. You're curious to this. You ask this question in a public environment because you want to grow. And look how you're smiling when you sense and feel that. So with that, basically work on it and see how it goes, and continue. Again, remember I said it's baby steps. And if you think you need to, go find some professional help. Go find a therapist that can help you, because there are a lot of great people out there. Does that make sense?
I love that. And I have to tell you, through the things that you've taught me, I lived 55 years with being afraid of spiders. And I came to the truth that that was a concept that was holding me down. I'm not afraid of spiders. I don't like them.
Right.
I'm not
I don't
afraid
like
of
them either.
spiders.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I changed the narrative. I dropped that rock. I love that vision. That's where I'm going to go when I start thinking about those
Good.
things. Thank you so
Good.
much.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Wow.
Go get them. All
Thank
right.
you.
Let me know. Let us know how it's working. Okay.
All right. I'll see you in Utah.
All right. Sounds great.